No, I won't say anything more. Not to you, Father. I'm sure you mean well, but you are an outsider.
What does that mean? I'm an outsider. Oh, yeah, priest. Can't discuss evil things in front of a priest.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about veves?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Oh, yes, Father. It is the wickedest kind. The kind they practice here in New Orleans.
Tell me more about black voodoo.
I already told you. Black voodoo is what they practice here.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
I think some people would beg to differ, but let's keep going.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
Well, there's one option I didn't touch. That's the Capri Sanko. I wonder... She's French. She probably knows what it means. But I already know what it means. Maybe this will open doors for me somehow.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sankor means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, I think I do. Ah oui. Je crois que je pense. Je crois que...
It means goat without horns.
But Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means.
Oui,
You know
je
what
crois.
they mean by
Je
goat
crois.
without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Huh. That's interesting, because she said the same thing that, Professor Hartridge did. Maybe there's some truth to this black voodoo thing,
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
since I'm no longer
She
an
was
outsider.
only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
Tell me more about...
She was only...
A front?
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I don't...
Tell me more...
I already told you.
Human sacrifice. Let's go.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Can you tell me anything else?
What is there to tell? They cut your heart out.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Is there anything else you remember about the real voodoo queen?
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real voodoo queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin.
Isn't it always like that? The evil queen is always some beautiful woman. It's a stereotype that's been portrayed way too many times for my tastes.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound fool.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
Is this something from the
It
beautiful woman?
radiates something, alright.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Gabriel and his rudimentary rhyming skills. Okay, so we have this bracelet, right? And we know our friend Sam at the bar is a jeweler. Maybe he can make one for us? I mean, there's no way that we can take this out of her house. She said it's an heirloom. She'll never let us take it, even if we're a priest. Well, we have clay, right? I wonder if we can just make a mold of it.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
And what did we end up having?
It's a clay mold of Madame Cazeneu's snake bracelet.
Nice. I don't think there's anything else we need to ask her. Now we know that the voodoo in New Orleans has been going on for some time. I don't know if it's remotely related to the voodoo murders case, but that stuff is pretty interesting, don't you think?
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your...
Yeah, Gabriel walks so fast he doesn't let her finish the statement.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Now something's very clear. In order to know voodoo, we gotta get close to this Alfour. The best way to do that is to look like them. We already got the animal mask. Now we have this bracelet that supposedly gets you into these ceremonies. But we need a bracelet. How do we get it? We have one made.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.